It's time now for the award-winning #1 local talk show in Northeast Pennsylvania, The Sam Lesante Show. Now here's your host, Sam Lesante.
Well, you better not cry and you better not pout. I'll tell you why. Santa Claus is right here at the Laurel Mall at Hazle Township. Hi folks, I'm Sam Lesante. What a great show we have for you today. We're going to be reading letters to Santa Claus, but most importantly, I'll be talking to Santa Claus, and a little later on, one of the famous readings, Twas the Night Before Christmas, I'll read to the children. But I'm excited about this. Santa Claus is here at the Laurel Mall. And Santa Claus, I understand you've been a busy person.
Oh yeah, this time of the year.
So tell me something.
No stopping.
Tell me something and be honest with me. Have I been naughty or have I been nice?
Oh, I don't know if I can tell them on TV.
Well, you know, everyone's watching.
You've been a good boy.
Oh, I knew it. Well,
most of the time.
Most of the time. How do you know who's naughty or nice?
Oh, I got my ways. I have my elves are around, and I'm always around.
So, you know,
keep an eye on everybody.
You talk about the elves, okay? And they're busy all year making toys and everything for children. So you're watching the children and making sure that they're behaving, okay? Now, with all the different, what is the most wanted gifts or presents that kids want?
Wow, that's a tough one. It's hard to say. Every kid has their own.
What do they ask you for?
Oh, I've had everything from a pony to dogs, cats, all kinds of toys. You know, the toys that are out there.
Yeah. The technology today is unbelievable. A lot of
iPads.
games.
A lot of kids want iPads and iPhones, and yeah, it's tough. I had to open up a whole new branch of my organization just to make the electronic stuff.
Is that right?
Yeah.
So you have to train your elves to make sure a difference.
Well, I don't train them, but I get them trained.
Yeah. All right. So here's another question. You cannot give everything that the children ask for, correct? How do you handle that so they don't get upset at Christmas time?
That's not easy. That's hard for Santa. But you give them what they want the most, hopefully, and hopefully it'll work out. It's hard to make that call.
When they come and sit on your lap and you say, well, okay, so what do you want for Christmas? And they tell you, and then do you ask them, have they been naughty or have they been nice?
Yeah, usually do.
Yeah.
But they...
And everyone's nice.
Oh yeah, nobody will ever say that they've been. No, I can't say that. I've had some sit on my lap and say, I say, have you been good or you've been naughty or been nice? And they'll head down like this and they'll look up. And most of the time, I'm good. Most of the time.
So you let that go?
Oh yeah. Well, not everybody can be good all the time. Nobody's perfect.
That's true. That's true. But sometimes you tell them how to be good. You know, if they're listening to their mom, their dad, or whomever is taking care of them, you give them any instructions as Santa Claus?
That's up to mom and dad.
Yeah.
Yeah. Santa
But you tell them be good, though.
Oh yeah, I tell them to be good and listen to mom and dad. But Santa can't step on mom and dad's toes either. You know. I mean.
I often wondered, Santa Claus, how you get around to all the different houses at Christmas Eve, and you're all over the place with your reindeers, and how does that work?
You're gonna wonder.
So that's your.
That's right. That's a trade secret.
Is that right?
Yeah, that's magic.
You can't tell anybody.
No, that's magic. It gets done.
It does?
Yeah.
When you go around and you see a lot of different helpers, you know, there's a lot of different Santa Claus, well, the helpers, you know, and do they all report to you?
Yeah, somewhat, yeah.
And how long does it take you and your elves to make all the presents in the North Pole and then, you know, get them all ready and everything systemized? I mean, it must be a complete...
It never stops.
Yeah.
It's 365.
Is that right?
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I got thousands of elves working all year round, making presents and making sure the kids get their stuff.
How is Mrs. Santa Claus?
She's good.
Yeah?
Yeah.
And what does she do through all this?
Gives me heck.
Does your heck?
Yeah. She gives me a hard time when I don't do what she wants.
And this has been going on for years upon years, hasn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Now, do you recruit elves, more elves every year?
They come to me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Is it cold up there in the North Pole?
Yeah.
Yeah. Now, how about our reindeer? You know, how are they?
They're good. They're good. They're resting right now.
They are?
They got a long night ahead of them.
Now, do you use GPSs when you're?
No, they know where they're going. We
They
don't
do.
need that stuff. No.
It happens like that,
Yep.
doesn't it? Yeah.
Yep.
Do you get tired?
By the end of the night, sure.
You're exhausted?
Sure. So are the reindeer.
Well, that's good. You know, there's a word we hear, Santa Claus, or we see all over the place. It's called believe.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so what should we believe in?
Believe in what's in your heart. Believe in the spirit of Christmas and what it's all about. The giving and the being with family and friends. And
So you're a major proponent of family togetherness and making sure people get along, and of course, you know, the true meaning of Christ coming into the world,
Right.
and we have to keep our, because when I read the book, I read the story, Twas the Night Before Christmas, we talk about Saint Nick, okay, and I think that's always important. So you're now Santa Claus. We have this word believe. I'm sorry.
you know, Saint Nick is just another name for me
Santa,
in
yeah.
another country. That's all. Another.
We have the word believe, and a lot of people, you know, are lonely at Christmas time.
Mm-hmm.
They don't have family and maybe some troubles in their lives, and how do you help them?
That's kind of hard. By just being good, be kind to your, do something nice for somebody.
So at least you feel like you have something.
These people don't come and say, "I'm sorry, I'm sorry,
Yeah,
I'm lonely and I'm afraid." They do off by themselves.
yeah, yeah.
You pick somebody that you know maybe and do something nice for them.
Well, that's true. I mean, a kind word sometimes, you know, helps, and etc. So, folks, I'm talking to Santa Claus up here at the Laurel Mall, and you heard what he said. I was nice, maybe a little naughty sometimes. Okay. We come back. We have some children here. We're going to read some letters. A little later on, one of my favorite stories is "Twas the Night Before Christmas." I hope I'm able to have the children enjoy that reading. We'll be back right after this. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. Remember, 24/7, you can watch us on our app. Just go search SSP TV or on our internet, ssptv.com. And we're here at the Laurel Mall, and guess who I'm speaking with? I'm speaking with Santa Claus. And in case you're just tuning in, I asked him if I was naughty or nice this year, and he said, nice, but a little naughty sometimes. Santa Claus. So now we have, now this is just a few of the many, many thousands of children who have requests. And I'm going to get yours in a second. Here, give it to me. Give me your letter. I'll take your letter, and I'll take your letter, okay? What a group of, aren't they beautiful kids? Mm-hmm. So you get a lot of these letters, don't you?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So now I got to show.
That's why I have the elves.
Boy, I'll tell you, it must be a lot of requests that come in. Okay, I'll tell you what I want a little later on. Okay, now, Brianna, right, Brianna? Come up here a second. I'm going to show. You want to come up here? You want to come up? I want to show people. Show Sammy. Show how pretty she is. Okay, there's Brianna. Wave to the camera. Good. There you go. That's Brianna. Okay. Now here's what she did, folks, for Santa Claus. She colored a nice picture of Santa Claus. Brianna did, right? Brianna, what do you want for Christmas?
A Bengal tiger.
A Bengal tiger? A live one? Oh, okay. I mean, it's
That's
just.
the question I get to ask.
Yeah.
If
Oh,
you would have a real one, it'll eat her.
oh, yeah. You just want tell Santa Claus what kind you want.
Big stuffed animal.
Oh, see.
Okay, wait.
Brianna, he knows already what you want, right?
This moves.
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah.
And now I have some letters here, but what's your name?
Viviana,
Okay, tell Santa Claus what you want.
a Barbie dream house,
A Barbie dream house. And what else? That's it.
And play cooking game.
Oh,
All
a play
right.
cooking game. All right.
Now, is she going to get that?
Well, sure.
You're getting that. I guess that's what Santa Claus.
Things I want for Christmas.
Okay.
There you go.
Good. And what is your name again, honey?
Adriana.
Adriana. That's a pretty name.
And my mom wants something for Christmas.
Uh-oh. What does Mom want for
Uh-oh.
Christmas?
Coat.
Coats. Oh, you know what kind of coats?
Yes, it's like brown.
Brown coats.
Blue and brown. So like.
Blue and brown. Okay. Well, Santa Claus, what do you think about that?
I'm glad she's thinking of her mother. That's
See?
nice.
Isn't that nice?
It's not just all about her. That's great.
Okay, Brianna.
Same way with this young man.
Now, you gave me your letter, right? And what's your name? Okay, so Santa Claus, here's his letter. Why don't you tell him what he wants?
Okay, an extreme bot, huh? All right.
I don't even.
And a recliner for your dad. All right.
And he says,
They're
said
good.
he's a good boy?
Oh yeah.
Were you a
that's
good
what
boy?
it says on here.
Yeah.
But I know whether he was or not because my elves were spying on him. They know what he was doing.
Now, you know, he knows who's been naughty or nice, right? What's this? You want to show me something? Oh, see Santa Claus? Mm-hmm. These are nice little stickers he got. Where's my picture? So Santa Claus says that you may get those, okay? You may get those. Well, let's see. This is from this little boy, right? And you are Waylon, right? Come here, Waylon. Come up here by Sam. Come over here. You're a handsome little
Come
guy.
up here, Waylon.
Come on up here a second. Look at this little guy. Isn't he a handsome little guy? Look at him, huh? This is what Christmas is all about. There, tell him what he wants, Santa Claus.
Tell me what you want for Christmas. Paints.
Yeah.
Paints.
Paints.
Okay.
What kind of paints you want? Just want paint.
You just want paint.
Did you want a motorcycle too? Was there?
Is there something about him? What's on?
He wants a motorcycle.
Motorcycle too. Okay.
He wants a motorcycle. You want a motorcycle? Are you big enough to drive a motorcycle?
No.
Oh, a little motorcycle. How big? This big or
okay.
this big? This big. And how old are you? How old are you? He's 3.
3.
You're 3 fingers, right? Next year you're going to be 4 fingers. Then you'll be 5 fingers, okay?
I'm 4.
You're 4, okay.
I'm 6.
Was he a good boy?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, all right. You can sit down now, but thanks for coming up. I appreciate that. Okay, now you come up here a second. And what's your name? Turn around. Oh, what happened to you? How'd you do that? Turn around so the camera could see. Turn around this way. What, he broke his wrist. Do I could sign that? Could I sign that? Okay, so tell me, what's your name?
Ethan.
Ethan. Ethan what?
Angama.
Okay, tell Santa, sit down right here so everyone can see you. Okay, tell Santa what you want.
A 4-wheeler.
A 4-wheeler. Now, what
Okay.
kind of 4-wheeler?
I don't care.
You don't care.
He just wants a
Just
four-wheeler.
want a 4-wheeler.
How old are you?
6.
And you broke your wrist. It'll get better. Have a seat. How about you? Come on up here. See, Santa Claus already knows. Turn around, show the camera how handsome you are. We got all these handsome, pretty girls. Little boy, what's your name?
Mason.
Mason? Well, that's my grandson's name. Mason what?
Lantern.
Yeah, are you a good boy? Santa Claus, was he a good boy?
Yeah, he was pretty good boy.
Yeah? All right, tell Santa Claus what you want.
Scooby-Doo.
A what?
Scooby-Doo.
A Scooby-Doo?
Uh-huh.
You like Scooby-Doo?
Thomas.
Okay, and how old are you?
5.
You're not married, are you? Okay. Have a seat. He wants a Scooby-Doo. How about this little guy? Come on up here. He's another little handsome guy. Oh, look at this guy. How old is he? 2 fingers. Okay. He already knows. Look at that camera. Wave to the camera and say hi.
Hi.
Okay. The funny guy behind the camera, that's my son. Huh? Tell Santa Claus what you want.
And then butterfly.
Okay. What else?
What else? I'm sure you know. Hey, listen, did you put your tree up yet? Is your Christmas tree up? Yeah?
Well, I got a very big one.
You did? Did you help decorate it? Okay. You want to come up here? Okay. Come on. I'm losing. Come on. All right, now, turn around and look at the camera. Show them how pretty you are, okay? How old are you? 4 fingers.
4.
Okay.
All
Tell
right.
Santa. You did. Did you tell Santa Claus? You told Santa Claus what you want, right?
Yes.
Okay. And you want Coach for your mom, right? Don't forget the Coach for your mom. All right.
Coach for Mom.
You can sit down. All right. So we got everyone so far. So Santa Claus, you probably know, what they want, right?
Mm-hmm.
And once again, I asked you before. Sometimes they ask for a lot of things, but you can't get them all,
Well,
right?
and some things they have to make sure it's okay with their parents.
Okay. Yeah.
Because Santa can't bring them something that their parents won't let them have. Or they can't have because sometimes they ask for a dog or a cat or a pet and they live in a building where they can't have animals.
Oh, I see.
So they have to check with them. Then mom and dad let me know and then we'll take care of it.
So sometimes when they come and ask you what they want, and then they come the next year, and did they ever say, well, Santa Claus, I asked for a big bike last year and I never got it, and do you have to explain to them why?
No, I find that whatever they get for Christmas, they're
happy
more than
with
happy with.
Oh,
Yeah,
that's good.
Yeah, you usually get at least one thing that they really wanted, and
So for all the people who are watching, what do you tell the mothers and dads and guardians, people taking care of children, and even the adults, what do you tell them what they should do throughout the year?
be good to each other. Take care of each
That's
other.
it, isn't it? That's the whole spirit of Christmas, isn't it? Folks, I'm talking to Santa Claus. We're at the Laurel Mall. Every year we have a great time. We want to thank you for, participating in the events here at the Laurel Mall. We come back, we're going to read the famous story, "Twas the Night Before Christmas." Stay with us. Welcome back to the Sam Lesante Show, folks. We're here at the Laurel Mall. And of course, if you missed the first part of our show with Santa Claus, we run this show a number of times. Get our app. Search our app at SSP TV and you'll be able to see the show. Now, this is one of my favorite stories. "Twas the night before Christmas." And I'm going to read this story to my friends here today, okay?
When it's 25,
Yeah.
it's gonna be Christmas.
I know. Well, this was the story before. Ready to hear the story?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, now, here it goes. Here it goes. Ready? "'Twas the night before Christmas, when all through the house, not a creature was staring, not even little mouse.
Well,
The stockings.
I don't like monsters.
No, that wasn't a monster.
I only
Yeah.
like dinosaurs.
You do?
No monsters.
Good.
No.
Now here's what else.
Zombies.
Yes.
Zombies are very scary. No, what Santa does, he eats the cookies.
He eats the cookies when he comes down. Okay.
He brushes his teeth. He eats the cookies when he comes down the chimney.
Right. Then he gets. Now I'm going to talk about.
He has to brush his teeth after all the cookies.
I know, just so his teeth are clean. But here's what happens, okay? That night before Christmas, the stockings were hung by the chimney with a lot of care, in hopes that St. Nicholas soon would be there. Now, all the children were nestled, and they were all snug in their beds.
Yep.
Shh. While visions of sugar plums danced in their heads. And Mama, in her kerchief, and I, in my cap, had just settled down for a long winter's nap. Went out on the lawn. There rose such a clatter. I sprang from my bed to see what was the matter. When, what to my wondering eyes should appear but a miniature sled and 8 tiny reindeer. When a little old driver, so lively and quick, I knew in a moment it must be Saint Nick. More rapid than eagles, his courses they came. Yes, and Rudolph was here.
Yep.
And Saint Nicholas, he whistled and shouted, and guess what? He called them by name. Now here's the names. Now Dasher, now Dancer, now Prancer and Vixen, on Comet, on Cupid, on Donner and Blitzen. Now dash away, fall. He wanted all of them to dash away. But listen to this. as the dry leaves, you ever see dry leaves before the wild hurricanes fly?
No,
No, dry leaves. Now listen to this. When they met with an obstacle, they mounted to the sky. So now, up on the top, up on a housetop, the courses they flew. You take it off. You want to take it off? There you go. We're telling you about, and now, guess what he had? He had a sleigh full of toys, and guess who was with him? The toys. Say Nick. And then, in a twinkle, I heard on the roof the prancing and pawing of each little hoof from the reindeer. Now, I draw in my head, and I was turning around. Down the chimney, St. Nicholas came, what a bound. He was dressed all in fur, like you just saw, from his head to his foot.
I see Santa right
Yes,
now.
and notice he said, shh, so we got to be shh right now. And his clothes were all tarnished. Now, it was all tarnished with soot. Okay, this is coming down, but notice he said, shh, listen now, listen. A bundle of toys he had flung on his back, and he looked like a peddler just opening his pack. His eyes, oh, how they twinkled. His dimples, how merry. His cheeks were like roses, his nose like a cherry. His droll little mouth was drawn like a bow, and his beard on his chin was as white as snow. Now listen to this. Now watch this. The stump of a pipe he held tight in his teeth, and the smoke it encircled like a wreath on his head. He had a broad face and a little round belly that shook when he laughed like a bowl full of jelly. He was chubby and plump, a right jolly old elf, and I laughed when I saw him in spite of myself. Now listen to this. A wink of his eye, let's all wink. Wink of his eye, and a twist of his head. Let's do our twist of the head. Soon gave to me to know I had nothing to dread. Now, this is what's important for all of you. Listen carefully. He spoke not a word, but went straight to his work and filled all the stockings, then turned with a jerk. Let's all turn with a jerk, like this. And laying his finger, let's take our finger and put it next to our nose, and giving a nod, up the chimney he rose. He sprang to his sled. To his team he gave a whistle. You know how you whistle?
How? Well, I still don't.
And away they all flew, like the down of a thistle. But I heard him exclaim, as he drove out in his sleigh, guess what he said? Merry Christmas to all, and to all a good night. Isn't that a nice story? And you all helped me out with that story. Folks, thanks for joining us up here at the Laurel Mall. Thank you yes.
Wrap it up.
Okay, can't wrap it up. The mall manager said I can't wrap it up.
Wrap it up because you did such a great job with these kids.
Yeah.
And I know you worked really hard. You're going to need this. A bottle of wine. Enjoy.
See how nice they are to me, a bottle of wine. Well, this is for me and my wife. We're going to enjoy that tonight. Listen, you were so great. All the kids were so great. And I love your outfit. I love your hat. And you were so nice. And you, even though you're hiding from us, you're still a pretty girl. Folks, we enjoyed it. Hope you enjoyed being here with Santa Claus at the Laurel Mall. Folks, a lot of things happening up here. We're so thankful to Santa Claus and all the parents that came out, guardians who came out and brought their kids. But we'll see you next time. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. Say wave to the camera. Say bye. Merry Christmas. Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose, and if you ever saw him, you would even say it glows. All of the other reindeer used to laugh and call him names. That wasn't funny at all. No. But they never let poor Rudolph
Join in the reindeer game.
Help me out here. Then one foggy Christmas, can we help me out? Sleigh, Rudolph, with your nose so bright, won't you guide my snow tonight? Okay, I forget the words of that song. Oh, we still singing on with this. So you're all excited about Christmas time, right?
Yeah.
Well, I hope you have a great Christmas, okay?